Hello there, this is Renegade here. We're back with the walkthrough, the Arcane walkthrough for Bloodborne. This is where the Arcane stuff will really come in as soon as we beat Gascoigne and have access to the next area, which is the Cathedral Ward. So, I unlocked dialogue for the doll already, however that was in the Cleric Beast video, or at least, I thought I recorded that, but I didn't. This is my stats. I'm mostly going to be focusing on health and arcane throughout this run, so my overall, flat damage, that won't increase. This is the item we got for beating the Cleric Beast. There will be an upgraded version that we will be getting after we beat a certain optional boss.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
So this was my second attempt. The first attempt was embarrassing, so I didn't show it. So what you can do is you can parry him like I'm doing. Just parry his regular attacks, don't try to parry the lunges, or when he jumps at you. And obviously try to avoid these shotguns. That's a good move to parry. When you back off a little bit and wait for him to run at you, that's a good opportunity. So, what you can do is, during his first and second phases, he cannot destroy the tombstones. So you can just run around like this, and you can hit him with R2s once it gets stuck on the tombstones. However, once his health gets, I'd say, a little bit below 50%, he will transform into a beast. Or, you can make him transform early if you use the music box 3 times before the third phase activates. Each time you use the music box, it will stun him for just a few seconds, which should hopefully give you enough time to either heal or get a backstab. He will be stunned one more time here, and you can try to get a backstab then. But the problem is that, if you'll notice, while he's stunned, he does the Dark Souls thing, where his AI will turn around while he's in this stun state, so getting the backstab will be kind of difficult. But we beat him anyway. It was admittedly sloppy. Gascoigne is not my... pardon me. He's my most difficult fight in this game, just because you don't have as many options as you would late game, obviously. And typically, you don't have a lot of health. And it's time to cry now, because that was the little girl's mother. Gascoigne unfortunately killed Viola in his crazed beast state. So there's two, what are you gonna tell her? Oh, there's 2 options. There's 2 endings to the little girl's side quest. I am choosing one of them. I am destroying the brooch to get a gem. With this option, we cannot give the brooch to the little girl, obviously, because we just broke it, which will lead her to ask, okay, so where should I go? And you can either choose to give her directions to the Uden Chapel, which is coming up right here, or you can send her to Yosefka's clinic. And both of those options, they don't end well. It really comes down to which option do you think is the lesser evil of the 2. Not really evil, but just, it's hard to explain. You'll see in the next video. But yes. Or, there is a third option. If you do give her the brooch, she will just start crying. And then, pardon me. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat so much. Anyway, So you give her the brooch, and she starts crying. And it's not a good ending for her either, because in late game, she jumps out the window. And honestly, I would prefer the option that I'm going to choose right here.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, I tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about 'em, tell 'em about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell 'em to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
So now we have been given the option to take any sane citizens of Yarnum back to Uden Chapel for safety. First, I was trying to sneak up on the doll here just to get some hidden dialogue that's quite uncommon, and it's kind of hard to get. I've seen other people get this dialogue, but I haven't been able to successfully do it. She says a type of prayer to someone, or maybe something, named Flora, and she just asks for mercy for the hunter, I assume. So I'm buying Gascoigne's set because it does give us some poison resistance, which we will need for the next optional boss. And yes, optional, I will try to do all of them. But coming up is Yosefka, and if you'll notice, she has something going on.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yosefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this, I make no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. They can even die human.
And this is where the Arcane walkthrough officially begins, because the Flame Sprayer is a very good Arcane weapon. It constantly scales with Arcane, so there's no diminishing returns. In other words, the level cap for Arcane is normally 40 for weapons, but for 100 tools, it never stops.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not? Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Hello, Miss Hunter. Still can't find my mum. Oh, okay. I can wait. But isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out there, waiting for me to come and find them. What do you think, Miss Hunter? Yes, okay. Thank you, Miss Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
So in the next episode, we will be exploring the Cathedral Ward, we will get some more Bloodstone shards, before we go down to Old Yarnum to fight an optional boss called the Bloodstarved Beast. Lovely name. So this is where the Arcane stuff officially comes into play, because we will be upgrading that Flame Sprayer, and we will become unstoppable. There goes my words again. Thanks for watching.